This is my first CAS Reflection video, and in it I will be reflecting upon my participation in the Amigos program and how I have 1. Increased awareness of my strengths and areas for growth, 2. Undertaken new challenges, 3. Planned and initiated activities, 4. Worked collaboratively with others, 5. Shown perseverance and commitment, 6. Engage with issues of global importance, 7. Consider ethical implications, and 8. Develop new skills. The Amigos program is a club at Anderson High School in which volunteers such as myself take time out of their day to help students with mental and or physical disabilities cope to the high school environment as a whole. The program has increased my awareness for strengths and areas of growth because it is the first program like this that I have ever involved myself in. So it was an entirely new experience for me over these past 3 years, and going into it I wasn't entirely sure what to expect. Some of the areas of strength that it has shown that I possess is that I am an extremely intent listener, I'm easy to get along with, and I am fairly understanding of all types of situations, scenarios, circumstances, and anything like that. My buddy's name is John, and he has quite the personality for a high school student. Though he may be slightly socially awkward, he knows how to put himself out there, and throughout us being together as a pair, I have realized, and he has helped me realize, that I am someone that people typically find easy to talk to. If he's ever having a bad day or he has some weight on his shoulders that he's looking to relieve himself of, he knows that he can always come to me to let me know what's going on. And the largest area of growth that I feel that I need to improve upon the most is the concept of showing empathy. That is putting myself in their shoes and kind of viewing life from their perspective. It really makes the world of difference whenever you take some time out of your day to, rather than experience life through your own eyes, you look at life through the lens of someone else and see how much different it really is than yours. It has made me a lot more understanding of a person, but I still think that my participation in the Amigos program has shown that there's always room for improvement in terms of understanding where others are coming from. Like I said, I met goal number 2, undertaking new challenges, simply in the fact that I involved myself in this program. Like I said, this is the first time that I ever involved myself in any type of organization such as this, so my participation was a new challenge in and of itself. Not to mention the fact that the students that participate in this program, the students with mental and or physical disabilities, are sometimes a handful to work with, but like I said, if I didn't love it, I wouldn't volunteer to do it. So they have shown me and taught me a tremendous amount, and through it I have enjoyed taking on the new challenges that have been presented. I have planned and initiated activities pretty much on a weekly basis. Every time that I go down to the life skills room to talk with the Amigos, it's up to me as a volunteer to decide what we do. And John's favorite thing to do is go outside and play kickball. And sometimes we like to add a few spins on the kickball game by making up some crazy rules, like every time you kick a home run you have to dance around the bases rather than run. And on the more calm, relaxed days, sometimes I just go to the life skills room and we draw pictures or make up a game that him and I both enjoy. So it's really allowed me to plan and initiate activities that have helped me take advantage of my more creative side, which is not something that I always get to do. Number 4, I have worked collaboratively with others, and through this program I have worked with 3 separate groups of people. The Amigos themselves, in the sense that I spend most of the time interacting and working together with them to achieve the happiness that the program is wanting to achieve. The second group of individuals is the teachers and the administrators that are in charge of the program. Through them is how all of the communication between members of the program go. So without them, the program wouldn't exist, and I have learned to work with them in order to produce the results that the program is looking for. And the last group that I work with are my fellow volunteers. Before the Amigo luncheons or holiday parties, we usually get together and talk about what the theme of the party should be, or what we think would be good to introduce to the Amigos and all that good stuff. So before the events even take place, the volunteers take time out of our schedule to work together in planning the events that we hope to implement in the upcoming events. Fifth, I have shown perseverance and commitment. And I would say that my participation in the program over the last 3 years pretty much defines perseverance and commitment. I try to visit the life skills rooms every week, at least once a week, and whenever I have downtime in my schedule, I am always more than willing to head down to the room and just talk to them. All they want is someone to listen to. So I sit there, we talk, we spend time together, we get to know each other even more, and it has really taught me a strong understanding of what being committed to a program really is. Six, I have engaged with issues of global importance. I think that it is extremely important, like I talked about in learning outcome number 1, for someone to be able to exhibit empathy. And I think that it is absolutely an issue of global importance to realize what people that aren't entirely like us need to achieve the sense of fitting in. These students with the disabilities obviously have specific mental, emotional, and even physical needs that must be met in order to carry on a life just like anyone else, which is exactly what they deserve. So this is something that I think everyone needs to take the time out to at least inform themselves of, and if they care about the issue enough, I think that they should absolutely take time out of their schedule to try their absolute hardest to make a difference in this particular department. 7, I have considered ethical implications. I think that it is the morally righteous and ethical thing to do to go out of your way to help others, even if it's simply going down to the life skills room and chatting with the students for 2, 3, 5 minutes in between classes. That's all they're really looking for. And at the same time, as much as it benefits them, it benefits me as a volunteer just as much. So it has absolutely contributed to my understanding of an ethically righteous deed, and through it has instilled in me a sense of determination that has continued to remain prevalent throughout, I guess, my inner self. Throughout these last few years, I continuously volunteer with programs like this just because the outcome is so incredibly rewarding. And 8, I have absolutely developed new skills. I have developed new communication skills, and I have developed new mental skills. Talking to these students is actually a nice break from reality. You think about high school, and all that anyone ever talks about is drama, grades, how upset they are at their parents, you know? And sometimes it's nice to just kind of let all of that go and just talk to someone that cares about the absolute smallest things in life. They really are carefree. They are always so incredibly kind and caring to the volunteers, and you can really tell that they appreciate us just as much as we appreciate them. The skills that I have taken away from this program are so incredibly beneficial to my life, and I anticipate them to continue to be throughout the rest of my life, and I am so incredibly grateful for the opportunities that this program has provided me with.